All right, my side of the garden tour. This is the last bits of all the squash I pulled off of my raised beds. We're about to start pulling everything out for the fall winter because the gardens are done. I forget words a lot, and then I just start singing until the next word comes to me. All right, so this was my parents' garden that they didn't have the time or want to do this year, and I asked if I could do it. And this was my first big garden I ever did, all by myself.
In the ground, even.
In the ground.
So much weeding.
Oh man, it was a lot of work. So all that's left in this garden is the parsnips, and I just got like 2 little half rows. They're really hard to dig up.
Are they?
Yeah, I have to get my little.
They seem very rooted.
Yeah, they're like really big. I want to pull the rest of these up and can them. But I've just been basically everything out of this garden just got ate throughout the summer, and these were all different potatoes. We had russets that didn't get very big, and I think I know why. That I will change.
Summer came 2 months late.
Well, yeah, summer came 2 months late.
It's almost Halloween.
And then right after I planted this garden, like the carrot. Yeah, if you try to, the cows love the stems too. By the way, here, this is what I do. I use this little thing, which, oh no, it's gone. Oh, there it is. This was actually Roots to Refuge. One of the first few videos that I was like, yes, I'm getting into gardening, and I was watching all of her like advice videos on like best tools to have, and this
Is awesome.
it's awesome. It was so cool and I loved it. I don't see the name on it, but I'll look for it on my Amazon. That I bought one for one for
Each of us.
each of my sisters and my mom for Christmas, and it's awesome. So I just like stick it in, but they're really big, so you kind of go to the outside quite a bit. Otherwise you'll stab them. So yeah, the first I think 4 or 5 rows where we had a row of rusteds, and we had a lot of Yukon Golds, and then some purple Majesties, and then I had 2 rows of Walla Walla onions, and then
Did you stutter?
no, you just say it twice.
What? This puppy's really in here.
I know, they're tough.
Which is a sign that you had a great garden.
The
They
parsnips
don't want to go.
The parsnips were great, and then I had the 2 rows of parsnips all the way down, and then the last 2 rows here were a variety of carrots, and we've already gone through and eat.
Snippy.
That's a little one. There's some.
This is the one I broke off.
Oh yeah. If you did this one right here, that one's huge. Could tell by the base of the stems. But
It's rooted like an oak tree.
so anyway, my plan is tomorrow to come out here and pull these up.
I just sucked my hair in my mouth. These
Yeah.
need a tractor
No.
with a winch and a
You just haven't perfected it yet.
strong strap.
You have to like do that and pull the root at the same time, or get a bigger
I gotta
shovel.
go to the other side,
Okay. Well.
which gives me a presentive situation. So move.
Okay, I'm out of here. Out of the way. Oop. See, look, the cows love the stems. Yeah, you pull while you. Yeah.
Wow.
We can do this later.
Now I feel committed.
Well, you got it. Look how big that thing is.
That's the little one. Oh, I stabbed it.
Yeah, but we'll just get a big shovel and come out and just pop them all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're delicious.
Yeah. They're sweeter. They got a little bit more crunch texture to them. Definitely suggest planting parsnips, and they grow really easy. Are you trapped? You got it? Did you need some help? What is going on? Careful, it'll catch your pants and put a hole in them. Oh, Prina.
What's this?
Got it? Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah. All right, so then on to the raised beds. Poop. Dog poop. Raised beds, raised beds. These look terrible. They were beautiful. I might have pictures of when all the squashies were blooming, but it's definitely got some little things left on there that obviously don't have time to grow. So this is ready to all pull out, but we got a lot. All those squash on the table is what I just pulled off because I know it's done growing. But we've eaten quite a bit at the,
They were plentiful.
Yeah, I did let this kale go, but I did do 2 batches of blanched kale and then fresh. These peppers were amazing. We had jalapenos like in Prina's garden, and then the mini bells.
These were started in the water.
In our house planters, which we can show them those things that we have too. Yeah, these were all started in there, and they just went nuts all summer long. Like, it was hard to even eat all of them.
They
fast
were only
enough.
like this tall, but just loaded.
Yeah.
Like, that was the size of the bush.
Yep. Oh, and then this is purple sage, and
Thai basil.
Thai basil. You're right. I'm wrong. But this, we didn't really cook with it a lot, but the flowers on it are so pretty that we would take them off, and then we would go dehydrate them and put them in our jars of flowers. Dehydrated flowers. This was my mom's that she did, and I had pulled out all the dirt in mine and then like put fertilizer and better soil in. She
Used last year's dirt.
never really did anything with it, and just popped in some stuff. Her squash only got this big, which is cute. So that just shows you what good, fertilizer and good soil does.
And water.
And water. I watered it.
Well, so did I, but I got tired. Felt like it was a waste.
Yeah.
So I was like, splish splash.
Yeah.
They didn't really get a bath.
Those are supposed to be sunflowers.
That leaf color though is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. It was a spider web. Wow, that's a long one. So anyways, that was all I did in my backyard, but it actually yielded us quite a bit of stuff. Like, I was pretty surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These did really good.
Yeah. We never got enough raspberries and blueberries to do any jams, but I did go pick wild blackberries and did my first time ever canning
Blueberry jam.
no blackberry jam.
Blackberry.
And then on my property at my new house has a ton of blackberry bushes, more than I want, but we'll be able to do those. But I do want to do raspberries and blueberries because the kids love them.
Yeah.
It's their favorite thing to come pick the raspberries off of Poppy's plants.
Again, another one that didn't benefit from a 2-month wait.
Well,
Everything just kind of rotted on itself or in the ground. The potatoes sat and rotted in the ground.
Hi, Wyatt. Yeah, all my onion.
No sun and solid rain for 2
Yeah,
months of our
right
time.
after we planted our stuff, like it was super hot. I planted that thing, sweating, hot weather, and then right after I planted like all my carrot seeds and everything, we just got dumped on for like 2 weeks of rain. And so
2 months.
well, 2 months, yeah, but really hard right after I planted fresh seeds. So a lot of our stuff got drowned. It got washed out. Then it also rotted. Some of it, all my onions, they didn't grow, and the ones towards the back that got more water from the sprinkler system, they all they were all mushy. So definitely we're gonna have a different plan next year because I'll have totally different gardens. I won't be here. And then we have our different garden ideas at Prina's house of things that we want to do more of next year, things we want to do less of, and then kind of changing up the plan, the way we planted certain things in her bed. And I'll take those little pieces of inspiration that we learned this year and then use that in my gardens as we start making them at my house too. All right, so this is Garden Tour 2022.
The end of it.
The end of it.
Did I just do one of these? Cut that out. I mean, cut it out. Okay.
No, hey, no.
Yeah.
What?
Bye.
No.
That's the end.
So we're following up with our garden video to reference back next year in remembrance of what we liked and didn't like. And then we're about to start pulling all this stuff out. Our garlics and onions and everything that we're going to do for our fall winter crop. And then just like prep the garden beds for next spring. Cobwebs everywhere. So we've got these are getting close. Oh, Prina, these are ready. Yeah, they're dry. Yeah, they're ready to. Ugh. Most of them are. Some of the big.
Well, I think we lay them out in the greenhouse and let them
No,
dry.
I just watched a video on Roots to Refuge where.
Roots
to Refuge.
Roots to Refuge.
No regrets.
Not one.
Not even one letter. No, and she just let them dry on the vine.
But what if we get rain? Maybe they're in like a dry state.
No, yeah, I would say, well, we are getting rain. Today's Wednesday. We get rain Friday, which we need because if you can see in the video, it is so smoky.
Our town is on fire.
Legit. It is. That's right. So
I'm a garden.
yeah. No, so we're in Western Washington.
Don't tell them where we are.
We're Northwest Washington State. Anyway, it is October 19th today. And I don't remember the last time it rained. And we have
But she's got a really bad memory.
we still have a burn ban going on in our town. This has never happened ever. And I mean, like we've shown you, our gardens are still producing like beautifully. I mean, not beautiful. I mean, things are definitely dying back because the season's coming to an end, but it's still been warm enough that things are like our peppers. Peppers are still coming in. We flushed all these. We came out and pulled everything off and made that salsa batch, and things are still popping back up. Our tomatoes are blushing, but we desperately need rain, which is weird to say for our area because we always usually have more than enough rain. Plenty to share. But we've got fires going on all over in eastern Washington, and then there's fires, around us in other states, and we get some of the smoke from those areas as well. But we have currently there's a fire about 10 miles from us. We're not in any danger. It's becoming mostly contained, and then there's another fire about setting it up, trying to like talk to it, and you're like, never freaking. Even Roots the Refuge girl, she's like, yeah, I've literally gotten it backwards because she'll stop, like pause and record, pause, and gotten it backwards where she stops it while she's talking, and then turns it on when she's right. So she's like, so
I kind of don't want to talk to you guys today.
I gotta backtrack because. All right. Show. This is still on. Is it recording? Yep. It's getting dark. And so we gotta pause what we're doing here. We got a little bit more work to do, obviously, to just continue to prep, but we got everything pulled out that we wanted to get pulled out. We're leaving the peppers and the jalapenos and the tomatoes on. Just as long as they'll continue to produce for us, we're gonna do that. But we gotta clean out the rest of the bed to get our garlic and onions and whatever other fall frost hardy plants.
Wow.
And then we have been clearing out our greenhouse. We had, oops, sorry, my bad. We had several tomato plants in here because we had way too many tomato plants for our garden size. And so they just started growing. So we just left them in here, and there were only like several little cherry tomatoes that actually grew in here, but it was really pretty. It looked like Jumanji in that back corner.
We never even watered those.
Never did anything with them.
After we left, they were the last ones, and they just held on in here.
Yep. So this is right now all we have going in the greenhouse is just we've got some herbs that we're going to bring inside here. An aloe vera plant, and then this is I found this little purple, I don't remember what it's called. Ooh, that was wet.
I just wilted.
But I saw that and I was like, I want to put that in my new house. And so it's been sitting in Prina's greenhouse because we're not ready to. I can't wait till I can start putting plants in my greenhouse. Look at that spider. Oh my gosh. So the greenhouse is pretty cleared out. Got a little bit more work to do, a little bit more work on the gardens. We finished up my side. Took down the fencing, and it's getting dark, so we're gonna wrap things up, and we got one more day tomorrow to finish. Should probably be in the light maybe a little bit. Got tomorrow before the rain comes in on Friday. And so just trying to button everything up in the midst of everything else we're doing, kids, homeschooling, moving, all the stuff. And all the stuff. But we want to be prepared for spring, and we got stuff to plant for the winter. So we'll keep updating you as we continue to take care of Prina's stuff. Garden, greenhouse, all the above.
That's what we do.
Yeah, and we got some things to process. All the parsnips that we pulled up, we wanted to can and preserve those for like stews that we make. We'll make them as like a potato substitute in pint jars, dump into stews or whatever we want to use it for. We got all those tomatoes that we need to set out on the window. Prina's got a garden window in her house, and so we'll set those there, let those ripen. And then maybe have enough. We might need to go to the store and get some more, possibly. But maybe do our first batch of tomato sauce.
Yes.
Because I mean, we didn't produce enough to make tomato sauce.
No, we did not.
But we've got all the tomatoes we're gonna let ripen. Whatever's left on the vine here.
We have this.
I smushed this one. Sorry. So to do a tomato sauce, we're probably going to need to go purchase some more tomatoes, but use what we've got out of our garden. Let all these ripen up. We'll take off the remaining tomatoes off the vine tomorrow before the rain comes because we don't want them to split. And because we're supposed to get like a significant amount of rain. Like Steven said, like 2 inches.
Oh, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. We need it real bad. We need to calm these fires down. But it's been actually really nice and
Smoky.
No, it's been really smoky, but it's
snowing ash.
not today, but we have had snowing ash. And, but it's been nice to have such a late summer because we had such a late start to our spring. And so it did, I feel like what we lost in our spring harvest kind of, it helped even it out having this late fall, but we definitely need rain. We definitely, I don't know how to put my tools away now. We're just trying to clean up our tools. So anyway, that's it for tonight. It's dark. It's time to go in. The days are getting shorter.
I'm just repeating.
Fall scares me.
Don't be scared. Because
we have lots of other projects to do. I'm not as scared as I normally am. I tend to get that.
I get depressed in the winter.
We definitely have. I don't remember. I'll think of what it's called. The winter depression thing.
Depression.
Yeah, because we lack vitamin D in this area, especially during the fall, winter, and spring. And so I always get a little bit nervous with that. But I think we have plenty enough projects to keep us motivated and distracted, and so they just keep falling out.
Oh
so anyway, as we go along, we'll be back with more of what we're doing out here. Look at, it's getting cold.
Got it.
3 days ago it was 85 degrees. It's getting cold, dropping quick. We got to get all this stuff taken care of, so that's our plan. Shit, guys.
We have a plan.
We have a plan.
A jam plan.
A plan to make jam.
I got no man. Just kidding, I do.